I don't think I ever rocked a fanny pack. I think geeks are backpacks. That's another thing for the list. Nerds versus geeks. Nerds, fanny pack. Geeks, backpack. Yes.
I would say more like dwarfs are fanny packs.
True. And I like Deep Space Nine, Battlestar Galactica. Sorry, not sorry.
Did you ever watch Firefly?
No. Well, no. Oh, look, Pam Souter is calling me. Hold on. Hello, adventure. I got a pocket full of sunshine. Well, I do have some sunshine for you, and it is an app called Pocket. Now, I love Pocket because if you are like me, your bookmarks are a hot mess. So Pocket is an app that works on your smartphone, works on your tablet, even works on a web browser. It gives me a reader-friendly version. So sometimes the blog, it's got all the ads and it's got everything in. It formats everything, so it's a lot easier to read that article. So anytime that I'm saving something, it's now not a bookmark. I'm actually saving that article, and it's right here when I can read at my convenience. But it is not gonna help you search the interwebs, but what it will do is it will save those things. So it doesn't even have to be on your desktop. You're browsing something, you can save that right to your Pocket. Again, it's a place where all of this information can be combined. I use it a lot of times for education. As I'm seeing interesting things, I don't have time to always stop and read that. I want to have this trusted place that works really well for me. So think about that. Pocket becomes this pouch. They probably wouldn't want to call it fanny pack. That wouldn't be as cool. A friend of mine might say, hey, there's a great article. Well, I don't have time to read it right now, so I can just forward that to an email that's set up to my Pocket account, and then I can read that article later. Let me show you what I keep in my pouch and hop on over here. Here is my Pocket app. And as you can see, it's kind of like bookmarks, but I have a picture with it. But what it also is doing is it will have different tags as well associated with that. I can also say, let me see more of a tile view. So this is a lot friendlier to read. And then I can say, now, here, it looks more like newspaper. It's taken all of those ads away. Then I might want to add another tag. So suggest some tags for me here that this is about tech, and I could add my tags to that as well if I wanted to. If I really loved it, I could star it, or I can archive it, which I don't want to do right now. I could change the font. You know, reading is sometimes a little bit harder for me. And so I can adjust the settings. Let's say it was a really great quote or something. Right here I can share, and again, it's built right in. So I can tweet it, I can buffer it, send it to a friend, and even go through a bunch more built into the sharing system. I can say, here's my entire list, but if I just want to see just articles, or I just want to see images, so a lot of these are the National Geographic picture of the day that gets sent to me, to my Pocket. I just want to look at videos. I can also say, I want to go just by these tags. I want to see everything related to Star Wars. Let's say that I'm trying to remember a stat. And so I know it's about Twitter, and I know it's about images. Then I can say search all of my articles that I have. And I think I might even have over 2,000 articles that I've saved as I went through. And so it's like, oh, here is all the different ones that I have about anything that's Twitter or images. One of the things I'll show you in here is that as you're interacting, here's a TED Talk right here. I'm watching the video, but I can say, oh, okay, well, I just can slide it there to the left. And right here, I can add a tag to it. So I can say, I want to add education. So now I've added tags. I can start and say, oh man, I really, really liked it. Or I can say, you know what, I want to delete that or share it. One of the features that they added recently that's really important for me is the idea of bulk edit. And that allows me to take multiple articles at once. I want to tag all of them or archive all of them or star all of them. So it's pretty cool. You can set up these tags based upon all these categories you're interested in that you want to talk about, that you want to be this expert at, and it's going to help you keep that organized, and you're sending that stuff into that, and it's searchable, which is super cool. Okay, so that shows you how to navigate around Pocket and use that. So it's really cool. Looks a lot better to be able to view articles. So pretty amazing. But how do you get things in the Pocket? One of the biggest ways that I'll use Pocket is on Twitter. So what Pocket will do is it will talk to a lot of other apps. So I have set that up on my Twitter account in the preferences. As I'm going through Twitter, I can click on that link. That's an interesting headline. send it to Pocket. For example, here was an article about social media for good. And again, I can just send to Pocket. Another way that I will use is, for example, on browser. You can install a browser extension. So like on my Chrome, I actually have it where I have a button. We're going to show you this program in an upcoming episode. It's called If. It is the app for IFTTT, which stands for if this, then that. And I'll just show you, if I use Pocket as an app, what this will do is, so let's say that I favorite a tweet. It can put it in Pocket. Wikipedia featured article of the day. So whatever the featured article of the day, it just kind of shows up. If I save a YouTube video to watch later, it's going to Pocket. So you see, between Twitter, between being able to save it from your browser, all of these things you can have send to Pocket and be that one source. So that is pretty amazing. I was talking to Jeremiah, and we were talking about the CIA episode that we were doing. And so I had seen this article, and what I can do is right from here, I can share it, right? And so right from there, if I send this to him, now that should show up in his Pocket. That article just showed up, and then he can decide, does he want to add that to a list or not? That's where you can start to share information back and forth with each other. So download it, use it, and share it. Now, any adventure is bound to have travel delays. And when that travel delay happens, you reach for a good magazine. You might as well be the editor of that magazine. And your adventure begins right now.